Job says at one point that what I feared the most has happened upon me. How many of us understand today that oftentimes that fear is the manifestation of our faith, but it's the manifestation of our faith, or that really that the manifestation of our faith is fear because we don't know how to manifest the faith. What do you mean, Pastor? Job kept saying, this is too good to be true. Anybody ever said that before? If things are going too well, when is the other shoe going? Anybody ever asked the question, when is the other shoe going to drop? It can't stay like this forever. Why can't it? If the word says that it's his desire that he prospers you, then why would he place you in a providential, problematic position? If the word says he wants to prosper you. But Lord, if you really find out who I am, he already knows who you are. He know you to hold it, used to give it away all around the corner. And one day, you decided this ain't the life you Rahab. This ain't the life I want no more. How many of us today are so worried that the lie we told ourselves is about to catch up with us, and now God can't do what we think he's going to do because fear has us bound? So now the falsehoods, the lies I've told myself based on what I've been through, forgetting that God is able to do exceedingly, abundantly, above all I've ever asked, that he looked beyond my fault, that he saw my need. But the evidence that I presented, the devil has, see, this is your past. How many of us know that the past is still circumstantial? You never thought about it like that, did you? That your past is circumstantial. Why? Because once it's over and done, nobody can prove it. They only can talk about what they heard. Well, you know, I heard that Pastor Rick used to, and occasionally I still might. But the point is that he who has begun the good work in me. Now, you want to see some evidence? That there's some evidence that some of the things that I used to do, the things that I wouldn't say, I won't say that I'm not doing, but I'm more conscious. Is anybody getting anything from this word today? So, if the false evidence that's appearing real is how I'm living my life, tap somebody on the shoulder and say, boo, you've been living a lie. How many of us understand today that the fear that you have is predicated upon a lie that's come from the very pit of hell? And you walk around afraid to be all. I hear God saying, it's time for you to stop dumbing down. Gene, it's time to stop dumbing down your anointing. Oh, it's time for you to stop dumbing it down so other people will feel comfortable in there. If you know it, speak it. I get tired of the saints who you can't, with them, you got to just kind of keep it simple. Blessed and highly favored. Too anointed to be disappointed. Too, blessed to be stressed. I say all of that because I'm still walking in fear, and I think maybe I can talk myself into that. Instead of realizing that greater is he. I don't hear nobody going around, greater is he that is he, than he that is in me, than he that is in the world. Instead, I'm too blessed to be stressed. Well, that's a man. No. I need to let the word take effect and make the difference. See, when I know the difference between cliches and churchese, and I've entered into a relationship and I'm speaking the jargon of the kingdom. It's one thing to say that I want the kingdom life, but I'm not living it because I don't know how to access the kingdom, because all I can do is ask for the access of the kingdom. And see, a lot of times, if the enemy can keep you asking for stuff, he keeps you bogged down with the wanting, the desire of stuff. Because if I can stay in the material and you dare even dip your toe over into the spiritual, you're going to be one bad mamma jamma. Because all of a sudden, now, my indifference is changed because I'm different. Why? Because I've bound the fear and I begin to replace the F word. I've stopped dropping F. I'm scared. I don't know how to do that. How many of us realize that we don't even have to use the words I'm scared? But when we tell, I don't think that it's going to ever happen, that's nothing but fear speaking to you. When you start saying it can't and it won't or it shouldn't, that you are dropping F-bombs all over the place. So now that we understand, we've broken down what fear, that what really the elements that often are compounded to come into the definition of fear, false evidence appearing real. So how do I get beyond this place of fear? If fear is false evidence appearing real, then there's one word that comes to mind that says, and ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. As long as I'm afraid, I'll never be free. I'll always be bound and never blessed. Look at somebody and say, fear will keep you bound and never blessed. Fear, you tweet that, that's right. Fear will keep you bound and never blessed.